With everything, it is August the 5th. It is 6:30 in the morning, 71 degrees. We're going up to 93 today, so I figure I'd come out here early, release the krakens, do a bit of harvesting, a bit of watering, and then most likely hunker down for the remainder of the day. So yesterday, hubby brought me home some sweet corn, a baker's dozen from one of our friends. I'm gonna get those shucked and most likely take it off of the cob and get it in the freezer. I did a bit of harvesting yesterday, so let me show you what I got. But before we do that, so these are the tomatoes from Friday that have definitely ripened up, and these are San Marzanos. I even have one over here that looks like it's ready to be harvested. I need to stake this up this week for sure. Cucumbers continue to provide. I was able to harvest about 7 or 8 yesterday, and this is what I ended up with. So I am going to get the water in and I'll bring you back. Alright, got those shucked, and these are what the ears are looking like. Like I said, I am going to take them off of the cob and put them in Ziploc bags and put them in the freezer. Alright, so this is what the shucked corn look like. All 13. I use this little tool that shucking tool, I'm gonna call it. Got it off of QVC years and years ago. So let me get this bagged up and then I'll bring you back. All done. So I ended up with 3-quart size bags. I have them dated, and this is gonna go into my freezer. Most likely gonna pull it out when I'm looking for some cream corn. So check that off the list. Figured I would pull some of my dead vines. I'm still, even though this area looked dead, it's still giving me some tension, so I'm not going to pull it right now. I have some cantaloupe in this area, and the tendrils haven't yet dried up, so they're not ready to be harvested. This is my acorn squash. I have one that I see here. There's a second one right there. So hopefully I get some acorn squash. This is supposed to be acorn squash. Hadn't yet done anything. I'm thinking next year we're gonna go, this bed will probably be strictly acorn squash. The butternut babies are finally doing their thing. I have a few hidden in there, so we're gonna let them continue to grow. I think we finally got all of the zucchini. This is my last 2. This looks like it might be an acorn squash, so obviously I have an acorn plant around here somewhere that's doing something, or it just ran all the way over here. Not gonna hear here. Might have some more squash in this area. So we're gonna let that one go as well. And over here I have sugar baby watermelons. I got a big one right there. Some kind of squash over there. looked like it was a, who knows, could be volunteer from my pumpkin patch the previous season. So just have to wait and see. I have, what I saw was a few more acorn squash in this general area. Not acorn squash, watermelon, sugar beets. So right now it is sprinkling out here. I don't think it's supposed to rain, but we'll see what the day brings. After all, yesterday around this time we were at 80 something, I think, and here it is a day later and we're at in the 60s. So I'll bring you back later. Good everything. It is Wednesday, the 7th of August 2024. It's now 7 a.m. and we are at 61 degrees. We're going up to 74, I believe. So today what I want to do is all this overhang from this bed with these tomatoes, I'm trimming them off. Yes, I know I see some flowers, but turn that off. I'm not going to have what happened last year happen this year. We're not going to have no harvest of no green tomatoes. So all this excess is getting trimmed back, and this is going to end up going in my fertilization water or to the chickens. I have ample enough tomatoes in these beds that I'm going to see a decent harvest with enough to keep and enough to share. Like this, for example, I've had flowers on this for ages now and I don't see any fruit, so we need to tame this. Same with this pole beans, a lot of flowers but no fruit. But I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna clean it up a little bit, but I'm gonna leave it. We're supposed to be all week, the high would be low to mid 70s. Now my growing season is short and I am not participating this year in the foolishness. So all this overhang with these tomatoes getting snipped back. Like this, for example. I got the stakes in my wheelbarrow. I'm gonna stake it up, but I'm trimming. Look at this one. Same thing here. On my cucumbers, I am going to cut back any overhang as well and harvest whatever cucumbers is on this in this bed. I'm going to also pull all of these carrots and eventually do what I said I've been gonna do, which is get some of these ground cherries up that's falling to the ground. So let's see how much we can get done today. All right, so it's now 8 a.m. and this is what we're looking like. Got this bed here trimmed up and got all the carrots pulled from this bed, and got some cucumbers as well and tomatoes. Now if you could look in there, you'll see all those ground cherries that I gotta pick up. I'm gonna have lose some ground cherry plants today because I'm gonna have to trim some stuff to get in there, and that is gonna be just what it is. So just ground cherries all over the place to pick up. Got some fat looking ones on this one. So, and I have ground cherries also in that bed over there. I'm thinking that some of my onion seed heads that was hit the ground, and I'm thinking these are all stray onions coming up there. We'll have to see before I pull those. I'm still out here and I noticed that This is my sesame plants. I got these seeds from Miss Diva Jones 03, and I planted nothing but sesame in this area, so I'm sure these are sesame seeds and they're doing their thing. Yeah, this stupid ass, oh my bad, bug on my plant. And then I transplanted my pinto beans and black beans out of the Dollar Tree stackables into this bed, and I just picked this pod, and this is what it's looking like inside. So I have a few more I could harvest, and those have already dried up. That's dried up. Most likely are gonna just be used for replanting. This looks like it lost its leaves, but I see some more growth, so I think I'm gonna put some 7 on it and see what it does. And these here are being covered by the tomato, but that one has some more flower pods on it, so we'll see what it does. Alright y'all, as I am out here doing a bit of trimming, I ran across this baby. So my first eggplant ever, and I have another bloom right there and a bloom up here. And what I also noticed was that I said earlier that I hadn't seen any beans, but I got some beans going on around here. And I saw some more here. I need to harvest some of these purple bush beans that it's going crazy on this plant. And these are my turnips. They finally decided to raise their heads. Now I have here was originally planted cilantro, and as you can see, here are the seeds that I need to harvest. There's some more turnips right there and there. So this is some of the dill seeds that I'm gonna get them to dry out. This is carrot seeds. This is the flower, so I'm assuming they turn into seeds. And here we have, this is from the cilantro plants. You see all those seeds right there? So, yep, so far so good. But I'm gonna give it take a break and come back later and work on the ground cherries. All right, it is now noon. I've been out here since what, 7? Got everything done that I wanted to get done. Even harvested some more radishes over there. There's a few more still in there. I was hoping they'll go to seed. Anyway, so today's harvest is radish, tomatoes, cucumbers, carrots. I got some dill seeds, some coriander seeds, and some what I hope will be carrot seeds. We dilly-dallied with the pinto beans and the black beans. And last but certainly not least, this is the end result of my ground cherries. Also, this is the bush beans, or the purple bush bean harvest for today as well. So progress is afoot. With everything, it is Thursday, the 8th of August 2024, and I am out here doing a bit of once over on the garden. And this morning it's 60 degrees. We're going up to mid 70s. Figured before I go to the food pantry, I was gonna give you a once over. So my don'ts for next year, what I've learned is that this makeshift trellis for this pole beans not working out. So I'm going to switch this out with the masonry bar that I use over there for the grapevines. I'm going to replace this with that. As you can see, the tension from all the pole beans, what's going on here. And I got them, the runners are all up in my sage plant. Got a friend to the garden right there. So that's change one. Change two is going to be my cucumber bed. Now, while I have here what is working, I like the idea of also using the masonry reinforcement trellis in this area. So I'm going to replace what I have here with that. Change three, right now I just have some sticks leaning against this tree so the yams could trellis up on that. And they're doing it, but I just need to get some better poles and change up this area with the poles. They're also running on the this little garden thing, so I need to get that fixed. And this is a little update on my arugula. I have something already eating, as you can see, my leaves. So I need to get my 7 on this. I did not yesterday, but guess what? That's where I'm heading right now. Get some 7 and take care of this problem. And this is how I address my seeds. So I have my dill, carrots, coriander, and onion seeds, and they're all in these bags. Now, this is going to go into the greenhouse, and they're going to be there drying out. That's the onions I harvested a couple of weeks ago, curing. Now, I know that the carrot seeds, the heads probably should have dried off some more before I harvested it, but let's be honest, I got 115 seeds packets a few months ago, and I'm sure I got a carrot in there, so I'm not necessarily needing the carrots seeds. However, we're going to try it, see if it works. If it don't, oh well, and we're going to move on. The thing is, I got birds around here flocking to the freshly cut grass and chomping on some worms or bugs, but they're not chomping on my arugula. Now, according to this 7, see right there? That's the worm. And he's right there on my leaf. So we're going to take care of you today. I'm not playing these games. It's like powdering a baby's bottom. Strangely enough, asparagus, I have no issues with them, be it drying out or insects or nothing. They're just doing their own thing in this corner. And I even got a little rabbit friend. Now, in one of Diva Jones' last videos, she mentioned a seed company, and I went to that seed company. I'll put it on the screen, and I was looking to see if they sell Wiri Wiri pepper, but they sell one that's called Piri Piri, P-I-R-I. I'll put a picture of what the pepper should look like, and I'm thinking these might be those. Good everything. It is Friday, August the 9th. It's about 7:30 in the morning, and it is 51 degrees. We're going up to 71. And I am so looking forward to this weekend. Anyway, projects for today. I still need to do a bit of weeding in this bed. My projects are going to be minimal. I'm not finna to, I don't have anything pressing that needs to get done. I have the soaker hose going back here. It's been running out for about 20 minutes. So I think it did what I needed it to do. We're not expecting rain until Monday. So I think I'm gonna give it a little more time. and then I'll turn it off. That way I don't have to worry about watering anything this weekend. Next project on the list is I need to go get some pavers and finish up this bed by this garage door. Finally check that off the list. Alright, so I think I need about probably another 20 should do it. We shall see. And then I will get this situated and be done with it. And then the only thing that's left to be done in this bed is to plant my alliums. These white flowers are either baby's breath or alyssums. And then I have some creeping jennies that I put in there. And behind this bench, it was supposed to be some irises. And in these urns, there's supposed to be the lemongrass. So I'll bring you back in a bit. It's 11:30. I'm back from Menards. I got this bed completed and I got my reading completed, and now there's one more project I need to tackle, so let's get into that. Alright, so another project off the list. Got these yams, some of them trellised on these stakes, and I'm gonna keep a better eye on them so as to make sure they continue to go up the stakes. Now, Miss Diva, I was looking at one of your vlogs just to make sure the leaves on my yams match your leaves. So I know these are yams and they're coming up. Now, do I think that I'm gonna harvest yams this season? I doubt it, but at least I know for sure that at some point I might be successful and grow yams. You see that there? I need to cover up that. Put some more soil in this bed. But yeah, yams are starting to do their thing. And the last project on the list today is going to be to stake up these tomatoes. Some huge things. I wish I knew the variety, but I think I transplanted plants from last year into these beds. I think they were beefsteak. I might be wrong. It is now 2 p.m. and I managed to accomplish everything I set out to. Got these tomatoes staked up. I decided to pull these that are blushing off of the vines, and they'll just have to ripen up off the vines, but pretty much got everything staked up. So thanks for visiting this week. I trust everyone have a blessed day, an awesome weekend, and the ancestors willing, I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.